Faithless is he that says farewell when the road darkens. It is not despair, for despair is only for those who see the end beyond all doubt. We do not go back, he thought. No good at all. Go sideways. Impossible. Go forward. Only thing to do. On we go. So up he got, and trotted along with his little sword held in front of him and one hand feeling the wall, and his heart all of a patter and a pitter. It is useless to meet revenge with revenge, it will heal nothing. And then her heart changed, or at least she understood it, and the winter passed, and the sun shone upon her. All's well that ends better. His grief he will not forget, but it will not darken his heart, it will teach him wisdom. I was talking aloud to myself. A habit of the old, they choose the wisest person present to speak to. Hobbits always so polite, yes. Oh nice hobbits. Smeagol brings them up secret ways that nobody else could find. Tired he is, thirsty he is, yes thirsty, and he guides them and he searches for paths, and they saw sneak, sneak. Very nice friends, oh yes my precious, very nice. Deep down here by the dark water lived old Gollum, a small slimy creature. I don't know where he came from, nor who or what he was. He was Gollum. Stew the rabbits, squealed Gollum in dismay. Spoil beautiful meat Smeagol saved for you, poor hungry Smeagol. Curse the Baggins. It's gone. What has it got in its pocketses? Oh we guess, my precious. He's found it, yes he must have. Precious, precious, precious. Gollum cried. My precious. Oh my precious. And with that, even as his eyes were lifted up to gloat on his prize, he stepped too far, toppled, wavered for a moment on the brink, and then with a shriek he fell. Out of the depths came his last wail precious, and he was gone. Frodo gave a cry, and there was, fallen upon his knees at the chasm's edge. But Gollum, dancing like a mad thing, held aloft the ring, a finger still thrust within its circle. Gollum's eyes glinted. He doesn't know what we minds, does he, precious? Smeagol promises to precious, promises faithfully. Never come again, never speak, no never. He is in great fear, not knowing what mighty one may suddenly appear, wielding the ring, and assailing him with war, seeking to cast him down and take his place. That we should wish to cast him down and have no one in his place is not a thought that occurs to his mind. That we should try to destroy the ring itself has not yet entered into his darkest dream. It is a comfort not to be mistaken at all points. Do I not know it only too well? Let folly be our cloak, a veil before the eyes of the enemy. For he is very wise, and weighs all things to a nicety in the scales of his malice. But the only measure that he knows is desire, desire for power, and so he judges all hearts. Into his heart the thought will not enter that any will refuse it, that having the ring we may seek to destroy it. If we seek this, we shall put him out of reckoning. It is not our part to master all the tides of the world, but to do what is in us for the succor of those years wherein we are set, uprooting the evil in the fields that we know, so that those who live after may have clean earth to till. What weather they shall have is not ours to rule. Then darkness took me, and I strayed out of thought and time, and I wandered far on roads that I will not tell. Naked I was sent back, for a brief time, until my task is done. You cannot pass, he said. The orcs stood still, and a dead silence fell. I am a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Aenir. You cannot pass. The dark fire will not avail you, flame of Yudin. Go back to the shadow. You cannot pass. It is not our part here to take thought only for a season, or for a few lives of men, or for a passing age of the world. We should seek a final end of this menace, even if we do not hope to make one. To me it would not seem that a steward who faithfully surrenders his charge is diminished in love or in honor. I am with you at present, said Gandalf, but soon I shall not be. I am not coming to the Shire. You must settle its affairs yourselves, that is what you have been trained for. Do you not yet understand? My time is over, it is no longer my task to set things to rights, nor to help folk to do so. And as for you, my dear friends, you will need no help. You are grown up now. Grown indeed very high, among the great you are, and I have no longer any fear at all for any of you. With a terrible cry the Balrog fell forward, and its shadow plunged down and vanished. But even as it fell it swung its whip, and the thongs lashed and curled about the wizard's knees, dragging him to the brink. He staggered and fell, grasped vainly at the stone, and slid into the abyss. Fly, you fools! He cried, and was gone. There is no real going back. Though I may come to the Shire, it will not seem the same, for I shall not be the same. I am wounded with knife, sting, and tooth, and a long burden. Where shall I find rest? At last all such things must end, he said, but I would have you wait a little while longer, for the end of the deeds that you have shared in has not yet come. A day draws near that I have looked for in all the years of my manhood, and when it comes I would have my friends beside me. But no living man am I. You look upon a woman. Eowyn I am, Eamund's daughter. You stand between me and my lord and kin. Begone if you be not deathless. For living or dark undead, I will smite you, if you touch him. And you're with me. And the journey's finished. But after coming all that way I don't want to give up yet. It's not like me, somehow, if you understand. Don't leave me here alone. It's your Sam calling. Don't go where I can't follow. Wake up, Mr. Frodo. Oh wake up, Frodo, me dear, me dear. Wake up. Which quotation do you like the most? Don't forget to subscribe.